Hey viewers, hey subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, Aquarian Empress Tarot. You guys, I'm going to give y'all a few minutes before you hop in. So if you donated or sent a donation, super chat, or what have you, just let me know, right? Let me know or drop a green heart so the moderators know. I'm going to give everybody a minute to hop in. Hey Aisha, how are you, love? How are you feeling? Ended up doing detoxing and then getting a caffeine headache. So I ended up getting a soda because I didn't have coffee today and my headache was just like, so I ended up getting a soda. And I'm gonna try that second address she gave me too, Aisha. I got so busy at work today that I didn't have time to do nothing. Great. That's probably what I need to be doing. Probably exactly what I need to be doing. Did the moderators, did I address everything in the moderators meeting last night? Or did you think of anything else? Because I asked everybody like if they had anything they wanted to address or say, but I think sometimes people get scared or nervous, like that they're going to offend me. And the thing is, I'm an Aquarius, full blown. So I appreciate when somebody tells me they're honest about something. Whether they're thinking it, feeling it, I'd rather you get it out and let me know. But I just want to make sure I covered the main points. Because I think Happily missed it. She was going to be here. Okay, great. Yeah, because I'm just like, you know, I really have been working on myself. Girl, I've been working on myself. So I'm like, I don't want to come across as like extremely aggressive, but I do low-key need to be assertive when it comes to my channel because I'm not with the shits. So people coming in and out and not doing their responsibility, they're going to get deleted because I'm not going to waste time. This year, I'm not wasting time. And I'm not with the drama. So the people who are gonna moderate, they're gonna moderate and they're gonna do it right. Or they're not gonna do it at all. So we'll see how it goes. But I know you, Aisha, if you notice something, you'll tell me. Because y'all know sometimes I be in a zone, so I don't always notice. I don't notice slick shit sometimes. So I'm just like, so-and-so said what? They did what? So yeah, I rely on y'all. I really do. I'm glad you're feeling better too, because headaches are nothing to play with. I'm so glad. I did Sagittarius' reading last night, their love reading. So all I have left is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Get them out of the way, get them done, and then I'm going to start the collective readings. Goals for each zodiac sign. I think that's going to be really neat to look at and see for the month. True. True. But I think specifically Aquarian women, we kind of get like this bad rep, like we're just, you know, like we're just ruthless. I mean, we can be, but we're actually probably some of the sweetest people, like really, really genuinely. And I think sometimes people take our kindness for weakness and they feel like they can get away with, you know, with slick shit, and they think that we're not going to notice or we're not going to say anything. Not these days, I'm not. Some years ago, I probably would have let it slide, but not now. These days, I'm saying whatever I see, I'm calling it out. If you hear noise, Rico is in my closet. I don't know what he's doing in there, but he's in the closet. Exactly. See, you understand. You see, it's an Aquarius thing. Yeah, because honestly, if we are too harsh, it's not. I know I can honestly say it's never been intentional, unless like the person really pissed me off. Then it was intentional, and I wanted them to hurt. Um, and that's just my shadow side. But I'm real as day. So if the person pissed me off, I probably did intend to hurt them verbally, because we can be that way. Like I said, we can be ruthless, but generally we don't intentionally try to like say things to hurt people. We're just very. If we see something, it's very matter of fact for us. So like if we see it's not going a certain way, we're gonna tell you. Nope, not taking it back. Not taking it back either. At all. You right, Aisha. Not taking it back. Cause I'm like, what you not gonna do is talk to me crazy and then think I'm gonna just be like, la da 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 da, like, or say something slick. Cause you know, there's a lot of, and I've realized this too in my live streams over the past couple of years. There are a lot of people who are passive aggressive. You know, you got the Leos, you got the Scorpio. You know, well, the Leos, the bold ones, right? Capricorns. You got Aries, you got the bold ones. And then you got the ones who are passive aggressive, who don't, well, sometimes Scorpio, they don't like to just upfront say stuff to your face. They like to throw hints out. They like to throw little hints out. Instead of just saying, I have a problem with you. I have a problem with the way you say stuff. Exactly. Like, see, and that's where people have to be understanding. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're sick, you're not feeling well. Like, come on now. People have to learn to be understanding. But I used to low key be passive aggressive because I used to be like afraid to say what I was thinking. Not no more. Not anymore. Always afraid that I'm going to offend somebody, which would end up happening anyway. So, that already sounds like too much, Aisha. She's already doing way too much. She just mad at everybody. She mad at everybody right now. It ain't just you. She'll get over it. She'll get over it. Is she a Virgo or an earth sign? Oh my goodness. Capricorn. Yep, that explains it. I said earth energy. That earth energy, boy. That'll do it. You do not have to worry about me. Taurus is the same way. Everything has to be a particular way. I love the earth signs. This is exactly why I cannot date a Virgo. I cannot, like, I don't know why Virgos are attracted to me. I need them to stop doing that. Virgo men are attracted to me. I don't understand it. I don't like it. I don't understand it. I can't deal. Earth signs are a lot. They are a lot because they're very picky. They're extremely picky. One thing I can say good about the earth signs, they don't settle. They know what they want. But they can be hell on wheels because if it's not the way that they want it, everybody has a problem. Because earth signs will not sit down somewhere. But I can't do it. I cannot do it. And my person actually, he's a Sagittarius sun, but he has other placements in his chart in Capricorn. And sometimes I'm just like, sir, give it a rest. The audacity. The audacity. I had the same problem, Aisha. I kid you not. My ex Virgo, girl, this is like from 5 years ago. He just recently reached out to me some days ago. And I'm like, sir, this is enough. I haven't seen or heard from the man in years. Do you hear me? And you're still lingering. Tell me why you're still lingering. Why? It kind of makes, it's kind of creepy. You know what I mean? Like it low key feels kind of creepy. Like, why would you no, that's, we don't do that. But, notice they always got something to say. Notice they love critiquing everybody else. They love telling everybody else what they should be doing. Sir, what are you doing? Minding whose business? See what I'm saying? See, I can't. I can't do it. It just tickles me because I'm just like, you said what? Sir, bye. Worried about what you got going on. You can't maintain a relationship, but here he is. Here he is. I'm trying to give people time to hop in. Because I wanted to talk a little bit about love. It's so ironic because I wanted to talk about loving yourself enough to completely be done. Like, because I know there are people who will go back to an ex and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, ma'am, don't do that. That's a no. We don't do that. Being completely done. Will it get lonely at first when you finally break up or, in that connection? Yeah, of course you're going to have those lonely moments. But it's only for a short amount of time. And over time, the longer you're without that person, the more you realize that you can do it. You're stronger and you actually have more discipline than you realize. And I wanted to talk about that discipline because when you love yourself enough to be disciplined, you're consistent in what you do. You're consistent in saying no to what doesn't serve you. You're consistent in maintaining healthy boundaries and setting healthy boundaries. It's not like, well, he did do this for me, so I guess I'll let him fill in the blank. No. No is no is no is no all day long. You have to be disciplined enough to say no. You have to be disciplined enough to be consistent in whatever you're trying to manifest. Because if you want better, then you have to promise yourself, you owe it to yourself to be like, nah, we're not going back there, been there, done that. We're not, He can talk till he's blue in the face. There's no more chances. No second, no. Because what happens is you give somebody the benefit of the doubt. There ain't no benefit. They're going to keep you doubting. There's no benefit. So when it comes to second chances, it's a little bit risky because you go back to the 9 times out of 10, if you give a second chance. Now, there are certain situations where it worked out. But the majority of the time, it's a wrap. Cut it. Cut them off. Make them feel it. Like, don't go back because you're going to just repeat a cycle that was already making you miserable. You were already complaining about it. You were already thinking about ending it. You ended it. Leave it there. Don't. Do not go back and take up trash. It's not what we do. We don't do dumpster diving. Whatever is gone is gone. Whether it's a friendship, a lover, or whoever, what's gone is gone. A job, whatever is gone is gone. Just leave it where it is. People tend to think, well, I'm lonely, so I'm gonna call up Brad because me and Brad, we have history together. Okay, but Brad was an idle wines. He was for the streets. You knew Brad was for the streets, which is why y'all broke up to begin with. Yep. You're right, Aisha. It's the lack of comprehension for me. It's the lack of comprehension for me. Like, yeah. If you're a woman, I tell you this, if you're an intelligent woman and you have a good head on your shoulders, you have to raise the bar when it comes to the caliber of men that you're looking for, the quality, because it's tough out here. It's tough out here. You gotta pull from a different caliber. You gotta pull from a different pool of men. Somebody who's actually intellectually on your level, because some people are not. They are not there. They don't care to be there. They have one agenda, and that's that. And I say that respectfully because everybody is at a different level financially, intellectually, emotionally, spiritually. We're all at different levels in our life's journey and experience. So when I say dating someone of a different caliber, it's like somebody who's on the same level, who can match your energy, who can match, you know what I mean? Like what you desire, what you're looking for. But if you're still stuck dating in the same types of places and you find yourself still attracted to the same types of people, you're going to get the same result because you're doing the same thing. This is why I personally, from my own experience, and I can only speak from my own experience, say, don't go looking for anybody. Let them come to you. See, then the ball is in your court, and then you can actually mentally make a comparison and say, okay, are we energetically compatible? Are we, you know what I mean? Like, are we spiritually, emotionally compatible? Can we work? Is this possible? I understand it, Aisha. I understand it, girl. I understand it. Yeah. That's when you just end the conversation. Delete, swipe, swipe, swipe. Because that's a no. That's a no. I also wish there was a way, maybe there is and I just haven't found out about it, where you can actually like a group where, like bachelors, bachelorettes, you're single, this is this person's profile. I'm 32 years old. I have 3 children. I'm a nurse practitioner. He is a marketing specialist, whatever the case is. You know what I mean? He's from Chicago. You're from Louisiana. Like, you know what I mean? And then you guys can like go to a public location and meet there, talk, eat, whatever. You know what I mean? So you can actually meet the person. I feel like social media gets in the way. Like, it's helpful. Like, it's a tool that's helpful, but it gets in the way when it comes to real life interacting with people, because you can only get so much through an app. At some point, I need to see you in live action. I need to see, you know what I mean? Like, I need to see a real person, understand how you communicate, see what that's like. For me, I'm a visual person, not in the sense of, like I need to see if this person is just attractive, but I need to see that this is real. Like, I need to see this is a real person, hear this person's tone, how they speak, that type of thing. Even a phone call is better than just texting back and forth. I totally agree with you. That statement right there, Aisha, that tops the cake for me. Because it sounds cute, right? It sounds cute and all to call yourself somebody's wife. But I was just explaining this Saturday to a subscriber when she came in. She asked for a reading. It sounds cute to say, oh, well, I'm getting older, so I want to get married, blah, blah, blah. But why? You have to really stop and ask yourself, we as women have to stop and ask ourselves the question, why this person? Why now? When you really stop and think about the why, then you might be like, I better not. I better not. Because am I really ready for that type of responsibility? Am I really ready for that level of emotional intensity? Because marriage is kind of like it's like a partnership, kind of like a business, a lot of people say. So, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Right, because a lot of people do stuff for show. A lot of people do stuff for show. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, you want something because it's coming from the heart, not because it's coming from a place of ego. You know what I mean? It's coming from a place of love, not ego. Not like, because I want everybody to see me or see that I'm in love with this person and I bought him this, you brought a car in the driveway with a bow on it because you want everybody to notice that, you are in love with this person and he is your person. And you know what I mean? Like, you want it to be from a place of love and not from a place of ego. Seeing what you can get out of it, because to me, sometimes things like that can be, it's like a thin line between genuine love, like you want to do something nice for your partner, and then there's that thin line of like manipulation. Right. Then there's a thin line of like, is this love or is this manipulation? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, what is it? Like, is it that you really love this person, or is it that you are trying to manipulate her to keep her around so that she doesn't leave? Because some guys who are well-to-do, who are wealthy financially, will buy expensive gifts. Like, they're literally buying this person's affection to keep her around, to make you think. It's mind games. To make you think that this is something long-term, that he's committed. Hell, the Tinder swindler was using other women's money to buy his new mistress flowers and send them to her job. The one who needed money because his ops were coming for him, Simon LeVay. Yeah. That wasn't love. That was manipulation. He knew that once he buttered these women up, that he was going to be having them deposit $40K, $200K in his bank accounts every day. He knew this. So he knew, let me send her a whole big bouquet of roses to work. Let me send her chocolates. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's that thin line between manipulation and love. And I feel like that's something that each person individually has to, discern and weigh out in your connection with the person you're dealing with. And I honestly think this is why exercising your intuition is very important, because then you're able to pick up that type of energy. Is this because this person really loves and cares about me? Or is this because they have an ulterior motive? They're trying to butter me up because they have some other intent, or there's something behind the scenes that I can't see that's going on. See what I'm saying? Now, not everybody, that's what I'm saying. Not everybody is out to be slick or out to manipulate, or, you know what I mean? Because some men genuinely do stuff like that because they really do love their wife. But then there's those who, we got Simon LeVay here. Right? So it's like, You know what I mean? Hi, Ashika. How are you, love? She asked you that, Aisha. Like, that would annoy me, Because it's like, it's for show. It's for show. Like you said, why couldn't he just bring the flowers home? It's going well, love. How are you? Like, why couldn't he just have them delivered to the house? Like you said, you would still be surprised. You would still be excited. Like, why to work? That's too much. It's too much. That's just my opinion. People do what they want, but that's just my opinion. Like, me personally, I would be like, you're doing too much, sir. Wishing you all the best in your exams. Definitely. And make sure you're getting plenty of rest, because you're going to need it. But it's just like, sometimes people do way too much. Way too much. You know? But that's the thing with discipline. Like, having, like, not wanting to make a scene. Because, like, she could have just kept it to herself. Instead, she's asking you about what's going on with you. And it almost low-key sounds like she's comparing her situation to other women to make herself feel like she has the best man in the world. Yeah, it's almost like she's comparing herself to you and the other women in that facility to try to see, Rico, get out of the chair. Get out of the chair. To see if she has the, you know, the best man and how great he is and all this. And I'm not saying not to compliment your person, but it's too much. All of that is too much. No, ma'am. Now you over here being in my business asking me if I've ever been choked up, and, you know, we're not finna discuss that. No, ma'am. She probably would have been mad at me because I would have been like, I don't really want to talk about it. I don't really want to talk about it. She probably would have felt some type of way. Because I'm not finna sit here and, like, stroke your ego. Because, you know what I'm saying, Aisha? Because what if you had to say, what if you had to bust out crying because it reminded you of somebody that you cared about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are sometimes, they're not considerate with the things that they say or ask. What if you had a bad reaction? Like, oh, that reminds me of my horrible, you know what I mean? Like, people don't think about stuff like that. It's just in that moment, it's like, they're so excited and they're so, you know, whatever's going on, that they don't consider, oh, well, maybe this person has never had this before. Maybe this person is going through something right now. Like, you know what I mean? And then it's like on public display. So it's like, I don't know. Public displays of affection, to me, in my opinion, public displays of affection are low-key messy. Oh. Is that really being a man, or is that being manipulative, though? That would be my question. Is that really being a man, or is that being a manipulative man? That would have been my question. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that, like having discipline, having enough discipline. And also, too, a lot of people end up sabotaging their connections because of stuff like that. Like, they share too much information. You know what I mean? Like, oh, well, my person does this. My person does this for me, and he does that for me. Yeah, to get what they want. To get what they want. I mean, women do it too, don't get me wrong. But some people say things and do things, Riki, get out of the chair, to get what they want from you. It's a show. And after they get what they want from you, then you see the true colors come out. Because then it's like, oh, well, I don't have to put on this front anymore. That was just until I got you where I wanted you. Now I got you where I want you. Now I can really act the fool. Here we go. Now you in for a whole shit show. Because this person, their intentions, their motives were not pure. So now you're finna get the rodeo. I mean, dramatic scenes. Oh, you always make me feel like this. It's all your fault. You're the reason why I can't da 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 da. Now we got 5 kids and now I can't live my life. I wanted to do this. I wanted to be a pro football player and now we got all these kids and, you know, manipulation. But in the beginning, he was buying you roses, taking you out, getting your hair done, all these things, leaving, you know, love notes on the car, doing stuff, coming to pick you up from work, having chocolates delivered to the job, like doing the most. And then after he gets you hook, line, and sinker, it's the carrot on the stick thing. Once he gets you hook, line, and sinker, it's like you're not going nowhere. That one too, Aisha. And I find men who like to mold women. Love bombing. Exactly, Ashika. Men who like to mold women into what they want you to be is usually older men. If you haven't noticed, if you've never dated older men, here's from experience. Older men are set in their ways. They have a set way of doing things. So if there's an age gap and you're dating, just be mindful to all my young subscribers and viewers. Be mindful that you're living your life for you and not for him. He's probably going to be boring 9 times out of 10 because he's set in his ways. He wants to sit on the damn couch and drink beer and watch the football game. Exactly, Aisha. You might want to go out. You might want to take a vacation. You might want to go on a trip. Go on the trip without him. Go on the trip. You might want to go to the movies. You might want to go to the skating rink. You might want to spend time with friends and family. There might be a family function. There might be a barbecue. He wants to stay at home. He's 45, 50. That's what makes him comfortable. Consider it. There's an age gap. Consider it. Because older men are stuck in their ways. Then it'll be subtle things like, oh, well, you know, I really like women with long hair. Really? Because you met me with the pixie cut. I really prefer my woman to have this, that, and the other. No, love. I had stopped doing free questions for a while because people were taking advantage of that. But if you have a question, that depends. That is also a common misconception. Older men sometimes are more mature. Sometimes they're worse than younger men. Telling you from experience. You would expect them to be more mature, but that's not always the case. Like Aisha said, they're still running around with a mentality of a 25-year-old and they're 45. And they're 45. 55. 45, 55. See what I'm saying? Ashika, I will take your question because you've been here before and I know you've supported me. So if you have a question, I will get you. But I stopped advertising free questions because it turned into a mess. But yeah, that's a common misconception. They play a lot of mind games. They'll make you feel guilty for spending time with your family. You got to be careful with them because some of them, not all of them, but some of them will make you feel guilty for wanting to be around your family or for wanting to spend time with your friends, for wanting to go out and live your young life that they've already lived. They'll make you feel guilty for that. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. If there's a big age gap, like if you're 8 to 10 years, yes, I remember you. I appreciate your support. If you have like an 8 to 10 year age gap, I highly encourage young women to consider that. A lot of young women assume that older men are more mature, and that's not all. I'm here to tell you now that is not always the case. Like Aisha said, a lot of times they want to mold you. They like young women because they can try to mold you into what they want you to be. So then you start doing things and changing things about yourself and that you enjoy to make them happy. And it's not what you really want. Next thing you know, 10, 20 years of your life has gone by. You're in a situation to where you're unhappy. You don't have, maybe you wanted to have children, but he's old as hell and he's already had children and he may not want children. That's something to consider. Or he may not want marriage because he's been there, done that. Like, it is very narcissistic, but it's reality. It's reality. They sometimes, that's why I said not all of the time, but it's something to consider if you're a younger woman and you're wanting to date a man that's quite a bit older than you. Like, if he's over, I would say 5 years older than you, watch out. Watch out, because he might be trying to get you molded and to fit into his world, not the other way around. And to be honest, to be fair, men in general are pretty damn selfish. Like, men do not care most of the time with what you got going on. Most men are concerned about their money, their their comfort zone, what pleases them. Most of the time, men are not concerned with what you got going on. Couldn't be me, Aisha. Could not be me. Ricky, don't do it. I'm over here. That's just that's something to consider. Because a lot of women tend to think that, oh, well, he's older, so surely he's more mature. That's true, but he can be extremely manipulative. Extremely manipulative. Come on. Hang on, y'all, for a second. Let me put Ricky in his cage. Come on, Ricky. Come on. Come on. Where you at? Come here. Come here, Pops. I agree with you. Honestly, everybody should be upfront. If we're just being honest, everybody should be upfront about what they want and what their needs are. Upfront from day one. But does it work that way though? Most of the time, no. It does not. It would be a wonderful world to date and mate in if people were honest and upfront. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's not a big age difference either, though. Ashika, 15 to 17. That's not a real big age gap, honestly. Hi, True Essence. I'm not doing free questions tonight. Welcome to my channel if you're new, though. And thank you for hopping in. Thank you, Aisha. See, that's why I say people have to trust your own intuition and use your discernment, because some people are, what they call an old soul. Some people mature, especially if they're like the oldest. If they're the oldest of siblings, sometimes that responsibility creates a more mature character within that person. So they, you know what I mean? So they come across as more mature because they had to grow up a lot faster. Thank you for the donation, Truest Sense. But I would say generally, it depends. It's almost like a 50-50. It's almost like a 50-50. Because sometimes I feel like that. I feel like I'm older than I am. But I'm the oldest of 3. Really 5. But, I was always there to help with my siblings and such. So I feel like my spirit is more, you know what I mean? Is more mature because I was in that situation growing up. I was the oldest. My baby sisters, I assisted with them and that thing. So, a lot of times older children, if you're the oldest, you tend to have a more mature. Yes, you sure can, Ashika. Yep, Truest Source, we are waiting for your question, love. Yeah, you tend to, when you're the oldest, you tend to, not to say that the other siblings can't be mature, not saying that at all, but most of the time, the oldest, now granted, there are the ones that lose their rabbit minds, but most of the time, the oldest usually are the most mature out of the siblings. And so it's reflected in their relationships. You see it as they get older. They date more mature people because they were around older people before all the other children came along. So, you have that wisdom, when you're with grandma or aunts and uncles, people who are a lot older or surrounded by adults for years, and then other siblings come along. You pick up that maturity, and it's reflected in your relationships because, you had to take on that role as caretaker. Truest Sense, we're waiting on you to post your question. How do you feel this year? That's a great question. Let's find out. First I was like, is she still in? Yeah. All right. Holy Spirit, Divine Source, you show me a message for Truest Sense. What's coming towards Truest Sense this year? Yeah, I tell you, you get so much wisdom from grandparents, great-grandparents, even older aunts and uncles. Sometimes you get a lot of wisdom from older people. And I think that's because they've experienced life. They've pretty much seen and done it all, heard it all. Their soul has been able to go through life and learn lessons and experience things that we haven't. So, they're seasoned. They're like the fine wine. So what's coming towards Truest Source? We have learned to let go. Okay. So this year, Spirit's message for you, Truest Source, is learn to let go. If it's not your responsibility, it's not your concern. Now, I know, sometimes we feel obligated to do things for other people, and it's not our concern. It's not your responsibility. If it's not your responsibility, don't get caught up in trying to save other people or trying to make them understand something. Do you see what I'm saying? Learn to let it go. Especially if you're trying to explain something to someone and they're hell-bent on misunderstanding you. That's it. And if it's not for you, then it's working against you. So if it's not for you, however that applies, Spirit says, learn to let it go. Learn to let it go. And also, too, the message I'm getting is just because you like someone or something does not make it beneficial for you. Just because you like it doesn't make it a necessity. Doesn't mean you have to have it in your life. Sometimes we have to have enough discipline to learn to let go. That takes a lot of discipline and self-control. Because there are things that we don't need, but it's like, how do I explain it? It's almost like we use it as a crutch because it makes things either convenient for us or we're comfortable with it, but it doesn't necessarily serve us. Spirit, what other messages do you have for Tris source since this year? Pay attention to your dreams. Sometimes our spirit guides and ancestors communicate through dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. If you don't have a journal to write them down, I highly suggest getting one, like from the dollar store, like a cute little notebook, so you can have it next to your nightstand. And when you wake up, you can write down the dream, because sometimes dreams can interpret certain messages, warnings. It can be a premonition of some sort, but dreams can give us clues as to what's going on in the conscious world, because dreams are a combination of subconscious and conscious experiences. So pay attention to your dreams this year. But also with dreams, I'm going to interchange that word with goals. Take note of what your goals are this year. What is it that you want to accomplish? Have you sat down and thought about that? What is it that you want to accomplish this year? And what are you doing about it? What steps are you taking to get to the goal that you personally set for yourself this year? And if it's something that's hindering your growth or hindering you from reaching that goal, Spirit says, learn to let it go. Right? That was the first message. We have get balanced. Get balanced. Make sure that you are balanced mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Okay? Emotional maturity is a powerful one, because then you become self-aware. Learn to control your emotions as much as possible. Don't give someone the glory of like triggering you, or, giving them the pleasure of thinking that they've pushed your buttons, or the satisfaction of, just giving negative energy towards you. Like I said, if it doesn't concern you, some stuff, choose your battles wisely is the message I heard. Choose your battles wisely. Some things are worth addressing, like flat out disrespect and disregard, or anything that's dangerous. It needs to be addressed immediately. But then there are some things where you just have to remain like calm, cool, collected, neutral, like let it roll off your back like water off a duck's back. Like it's not even relevant. Like you don't see it, it doesn't matter. Because sometimes we give way too much energy to the devil, and that's when the devil creeps in. Spirit says don't do it. Get balanced. And that's also physically too. Like make sure you're taking care of your health, getting proper rest. Take a day off if you need to take a day off this year. Take a vacation if you need to take a vacation. That's what it's for. Because 9 times out of 10, the company you work for, they're probably not going to pay you for it. So you might as well take the vacation. Spirit says strengthen your talents. Strengthen your talents. What else we got here? Within a year. Yeah. This year is the year to strengthen your talents. Get yourself balanced. Get yourself organized. And figure out what your goals are for this year. We're already partway through the year. We're only 3 months in, Truest Source. Yep. Let's see. What's coming towards... Hang on a second. What's coming towards truest source. Hi, Serial Keela. Welcome to my channel, love. I'm glad that you got the message you needed today. But yeah, we really do sometimes. We put ourselves, because words are powerful. And so sometimes when you're in an energetic exchange, whether that is just a basic conversation with someone, or you're in a disagreement, a quarrel, an argument, you're giving way too much energy. Consider that before you decide to go back and forth with somebody. Before you decide to get petty, before you decide to get aggravated, pissed off, frustrated, or am I giving my energy to someone that's deserving? Is the situation worthy of my energy right now? Like, every breath you have is precious. Okay, if it's not serving anything, then why bother with it? Why even bother? Spirit was coming towards truest source. We got the Queen of Wands. So with the Queen of Wands this year, you could be getting elevated in a position this year. Truest source. You may end up getting like a promotion, or you may be in the spotlight. This is big Leo energy, the Queen of Wands. But Spirit is also encouraging you to be confident in yourself and your abilities. Whatever your skills, gifts, and talents are, you're great at it. Only continue to sharpen those skills, because it's going to lead you exactly to where you want to be. With that Queen of Wands energy, yeah. With the Queen of Wands energy, you already know what to do. Hey, Destiny. Yes, love, they are. Thank y'all for hopping in. Let's see. Yep, Eight of Wands. Ooh, we've got taking action. So Spirit's saying, yeah, go for it. You might end up, you may need to relocate, because I have the World and the Eight of Wands next to each other. And these are both definitely about travel, a distance. The World is about travel, and that could be anywhere. That could be to another country, state, city, whatever the case may be. But there may be talk about travel or discussion. Okay, love, if you're new to the channel and you're hopping in, donations are much appreciated. Right now they're $10. Tomorrow it'll be effective 12/22. So we're changing it tomorrow just a little bit, because prices of everything have increased. If you have not noticed, inflation has been happening across the US. So to cover that and not do too much, I upped it $2. So as of tomorrow, but today it's $10, 24 deep dive, okay? But it looks like possibly in the near future, truest source, that there may be talk about travel or distance. You may want to consider moving or traveling a distance for something that you want. I feel like this is a job. It could be a relationship, but I feel like this is a job opportunity that may be coming in for you. That's what I'm feeling this year. There may be a better job opportunity for you in a different location. Thank you, Destiny. Oops. Okay. Thank you, Aisha love. Ooh. Okay, let's see what we got. Six of Wands. Oh, yeah. I love it. So the Six of Wands, thank you, Spirit. This is confirmation for me, because this is telling me that whatever this is, there may be you may receive an email, a phone call, or something about something that you applied for. I feel like a job position that may be in a different city or a different location. But Spirit's saying this job is going to put you in a position to have your talents and skills recognized. Okay? The only thing that's blocking you is yourself. The devil. That's the only thing. Thank you, Aisha. All right, so truest source. Spirit, what's the advice for truest source? Truest source, are you still here for your reading? It's crazy how these came out. Spirit's advice is to take it slow. Wow. Take it easy. Take a break when you need to. Don't overwork with this Four of Swords, truest source. But we've got the Three of Wands. Okay, gotcha. Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, this is about being patient. All of your hard work and effort is about to pay off. There's going to be another opportunity, like I said, with this Ace of Pentacles. This is confirmation. Could be a job opportunity. You getting a call from some company you've applied to and them reaching out to you. They're going to come to you. And this could allow you to grow in whatever it is you're doing. You manifested this with the Magician. Spirit saying with this Knight of Wands energy, if this is something you're passionate about, go for it. With this fire energy, it's a yes. Go for what you really want to do. If this is the type of work you really want to do, Spirit says it's a green light. Because this is coming to you after a period of setbacks, maybe some delays, maybe you've gotten denied before or they didn't get back to you, whatever places you applied for. But it looks like there's a possibility, a high possibility that before this year is up, you may be getting contacted by several agencies for an interview to get, to come to a different location or move up in a position that's actually going to be, it's going to pay more and it's going to highlight your skills more. That's what it's looking like. So, some new opportunity for you. Hey, Divine Love. Some new opportunity for you. Yes, love, that's an okay question to ask. All right, so let's see. All right, Spirit, what's the overall energy between Ashika and Orion? What's the mutual energy between these two? Thank you to everybody who hopped in. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you to everybody who hopped in. Spirit. What is the overall mutual energy between Orion and Ashika? Ooh, brewing, energy boost. I love this. This is a mutual energy between the two of you. It's like this energy is like with brewing, energy boost is like you guys are kind of like keeping that sparks, you know, between the two of you. That energy, that same energy that you had when you first got together. So that's a good thing, that it's like you're still in that momentum of, you know, you call each other, you text each other, you're happy to hear from this person, they're happy to hear from you. That it's a mutual energy. What's the possible, Spirit, what's the possible outcome here? Possible potential outcome between Orion and Ashika. Let's see it unfold. We got the masculine still searching. Yeah, masculine still searching. So I feel like with this, he's still searching. It's almost like he's still trying to get to know you. And I think that's why this energy is still kind of new. So that's a good thing. Masculine still searching. Yeah, since it's a new connection, the energy surrounding it will probably be very like up. Yeah, holiday bliss. Still excited to be around you, still excited to talk to you on the phone, still excited to receive a text message and see your name pop up on that phone. That type of energy. That's mutual energy. We've got purge. There are some things that both of you still do need to work on in this connection. I will say that with purge, because purge for me is like healing, inner work, shadow work, that type of thing. So if you have any triggers, traumas, or past negative experiences, that's something that you really want to get in check right now while this connection is new. Because what you don't want to do is go into a connection projecting your own insecurities onto someone who could actually be a very good partner for you. We've got love messages. So yeah, y'all probably send each other text messages. Hey boo. All of these different things, you know. Good morning, love. Good morning, beautiful, etc., etc. Hey, Fatty McCarter. How are you, love? Welcome back to the channel. We've got cold detached. Cold and detached. So sometimes you have to, especially when somebody's going through their own inner work, let me just say this. Shadow work can be messy because it's not easy to face our own insecurities sometimes. It's not easy to own your own shit, basically. So when you have those conflicts that arise within the connection, just be patient. I'm not going to say be cold-hearted, but definitely detach yourself. Like don't hold it against the person, because we all have things, you know, to work on. But it's like Spirit's like, you guys may end up detaching for a period of time here and there when you both have things that you need to work on or, you know, work out. And that's normal. That's a normal part of any connection. Two people, you can have good friends, right? Best friends. That's like, you know, me and Aisha. We are two different people. So where she may like shrimp, I may not. So we're not always going to see eye to eye on everything, which is a true story. I don't care for shrimp. But me and my best friend, we go get seafood. She orders shrimp and I'm going to order fried fish because we're two different people. It's okay. She's not going to hold it against me and I'm not going to hold it against her. And that's great. That's exactly how it should be. Like you should still, you know what I mean? Like you have to get to a certain level of maturity where you're not doing this 2-year-old tantrum thing at 25, 30, 35, 40 years old, where your partner, spouse, or significant other says something to you that you don't necessarily agree with, and you walking around slamming dishes, slamming doors, cussing under your breath, acting childish, being petty, ignoring them for hours, not responding to their texts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to get to a maturity level where you can handle information and process it as information and not as, oh, they're attacking me, or, you know, they're trying to hurt me, or taking everything personal. You know what I mean? And that's where this is the beauty of us air signs, because we know how to attach like a mofo. We know how to detach. Like, oh, you got an attitude today? All right. You do not have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me. Sir woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Do you see it? Woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Let me just, that'll do it. I will call you in 3 days, sir. Hope you're better. You see what I'm saying? You do not have to worry about me. Because I'll be damned if I let the devil creep in and steal my joy because you're miserable today. You see why I said what I said? Make sure you work on you before you get into a connection with somebody. I'm not saying you got to be perfect. I'm just saying work on you. You know what you got to deal with. You know what you need to work through. You know what triggers you. You know what you've been through. You don't want to put that on somebody else because you feel some type of way. And he really just wanted to take you out and have dinner today. But you're all in your feelings. You're all upset because, I don't know, he forgot to text you this morning. Right? Hey, Aquarian love. Hey, y'all. Everybody hopping in the live stream, please hit that thumbs up button. Please and thank you. It gets the live stream circulating, okay? Thank you, Aisha love. Oh, we got betrayal. Yeah, with this betrayal, I don't feel this is a literal betrayal. I feel like this is just, you know, you might be hurt by something that's said. He might be hurt by something that's said. But like I said, when you take that time apart to think about it, oh, really? Fatty, I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. Because that's not fair to you. It's not fair to you. We got heart flutters. Yeah, even though, and that's really beautiful. Like, even though you guys may go through ups and downs, Ashika, you guys do love each other. There's love there. There's a lot of affection. Heart flutters, excuse me, and we've got together. So that's how that is. And we've got love. There's a lot of love there. We have innocence. There's a lot of just genuine love between the two of you. So I feel like the possible outcome here is a good possible outcome. You guys actually possibly going into something long-term committed. That's a good thing, you know? That's a great thing. Spirit, what's possible outcome? Give me 3 cards. Yes. I know. And then there's Sleepy Joe. And gas ain't the only thing that's rising. Inflation is got groceries going up. Something that was $2 is now $7. Okay? Something that was $4 is now $10. It's a hot mess out here. And they're just acting like everything's fine. Everything's great. And it's great. Yeah. Then you got Russia and Ukraine. That's a hot mess. We're not going to go there. Politics. Woo. Unless they're going to pay more, Aquarian. Unless they're going to pay more. They're going to pay for the mileage. Possible outcome. I have that same feeling, Ashika. Yep. Spirit says you guys both are taking a risk here. And this could actually be very successful. Give me one more, Spirit. Possible potential outcome between Ashika and her person. Yeah. Yeah, because you both have been through a lot of heartbreak. You both have had negative past experiences in relationships, and this is a risk for you. But if you both are willing to work on it, right, consistently, then this has a beautiful outcome. The Six of Wands here. Yeah. Right. Keep this up. Keep it up. Keep it up, Congress. President. Keep it up. It's 10, love. It's 10. Yeah, live streams will be Mondays and Tuesdays every week, my loves. Weekends are going to be tentative because I work every other Sunday. So I definitely will be going in every other Sunday. I don't know about Saturday because we gotta work it out. Destiny, yes. Destiny, please drop your question, love. And once you donate, you guys, please make sure that you drop a green heart emoji down in the chat, the live chat, so that my moderators know, so they know that you've donated. Please and thank you guys so much. Thank y'all for all hopping in. Like, I feel like tonight has been the night that I've had like the most people hop into my live stream. And y'all know I like to run my mouth. So here we are. But it's all in good faith. Like, I actually do love people. I know that's weird. I have a kind of a love-hate relationship with people because there's this part of me, y'all, that I don't like stupidity. But then there's the other part of me that I love dealing with people who make sense. And I love dealing with people who are practical and people who want to learn and want to grow. And people who are open-minded. So it's like, it's a catch-22 for me. Brian. All right, so how is Brian feeling now that there's no... Now, let me ask this. Right, Aquarian? You know the vibes. Aisha knows the vibes. Tasha knows the vibes. Like, we don't have the time for stupid things. Okay. I mean, people would say there's no such thing technically as a stupid question, but there really is. There really is. So, I try to help people out, like guide them, redirect them. Because it's like, ma'am, don't ask me if your hair is going to grow. Don't ask me that. That's between you and God. Don't ask me if your hair is going to grow. Right, low key, like, How long have you guys not been in communication, Destiny? Two weeks. How long have you guys been friends, though? I feel like time is of the essence here. Spirit, what is Brian's overall feeling right now? I mean, Ben. I said that right? Ben, yeah. I already felt like it's weird, so it's already my cup of tea. I deal with a lot of weird things. A lot of weird things. Like people asking me what gender child they're having. Because I'm a doctor, obstetrician, gynecologist. I deal with a lot of weird things, so I got you. Spirit. What is Ben's overall feeling right now towards Destiny? How is Ben feeling about this friendship between them right now. No, you're good, love. But my sense of humor is a little bit sarcastic. So please don't take anything I say seriously. Two of Wands. He kind of feels like you guys are just like, you're going your way and he's going his. Like there's kind of like this little distance between the two of you. You're kind of focused on what you're doing. He's focused on what he's doing. That's kind of how he sees you right now. Like you're focused on whatever you got going on and he's focused on whatever he's got going on. That's kind of how he sees you right now. Look, the World. He does feel like there's a lot of things, like this is like unfinished business, but there's a lot of things that were not said that probably you wanted to say or he wanted to say. But now that there's this distance, this gap between the two of you with the World here, is like, I'm just going to keep on moving and focusing on me. That's his energy right now. I'm focused on me right now. Like, whatever she got going on, oh well. It's kind of his energy right now. The Devil came up. So I feel like this kind of could be a little bit of resentment or bitterness about the situation between the two of you. Low key, there could be a little bit of resentment, a little bit of like a low key grudge kind of. I'm feeling grudge energy, like almost like he kind of feels wronged, low key. Yeah, he's not, yeah. Three of Wands. He's kind of turned his back on the situation, to be honest with you. He's kind of like not concerned. He's like low-key not concerned. Not concerned. Like he thinks about it. I feel like it's a thought, but at the same time, it's like he's focused on his happiness right now. The Star is here. This is like happiness, dreams coming true, wishes and all that. But this is also healing too. So he could be working on healing himself and dealing with whatever happened. Thank you, Fatty. Just drop a green heart when you do, love. Thank you so much. The Star, he could be focused on healing, but also at the same time, I feel like he's focused on, going towards after his dreams. The way the cards came out, Three of Wands and the Star next to each other, I feel like he's focused on his dreams and what he wants right now. Like he's not really concerned. Yeah. Four of Cups. He low-key feels like it was just a missed opportunity between the two of you. He may have taken your advice because he could be like trying to work on himself and get it together. Like he kind of feels left out is what I feel. With this Four of Cups, he kind of does like, don't make him, don't think he doesn't think about you. Because for sure, Four of Cups. Yeah. Four of Cups, he feels like this may have been a missed opportunity between the two of you. Yeah. Because he's low-key butthurt that you are not speaking to him. Like he's low-key. Like this, the way she's sitting here under this tree with her arms folded is like, damn, this didn't work. And it should have. But yeah, it's kind of like he's low-key butthurt about it. And he may, Page of Pentacles, he may be waiting for you to reach out to him to mend this situation. Or he may reach out to you with the Page of Pentacles to say, hey, can we talk eventually? He might reach out. He just might reach out. That's a possibility with this Page of Pentacles. Because he's definitely thinking about it, for sure. He sees you as a Queen of Cups, of somebody that's very loving, very supportive. He does see you like that. We've got Judgment here. And this is about personal accountability. Yeah. I feel like he's realizing that he needs to take accountability for his own actions as well. Okay. Hang on, y'all, 1 second. My sister was calling me. I'm going to call her back in just a minute. Okay. Yeah, he's really like examining himself with his judgment and like trying to take some personal accountability too. Oh, that's great that you recognize that though. I'm proud of you, Destiny. You recognize that and you removed yourself because you don't want to be an enabler. I totally get it. Because when you're used to people pleasing, which I feel like that's what you were doing in this situation. Thank you, Aisha Love. Yeah, definitely. It helps because now he's got to look at himself. He's really got to look at himself and he's got to get himself into this King of Pentacle energy where he's stable on his own. He can stand on his own 2 feet as a man and do what he needs to do. Yeah, he is low key hurt with his 3 of Swords. He's definitely low key hurt, but he might be back to actually work on this with the Knight of Pentacles and actually, you know, apologize and try to make amends. Yeah, look, we got the 6 of Cups here. He may want to reunite with you. Just so you know. Just so you know. Yeah. Because the 6 of Cups is like, is reconciliation, reconciling, like, I'm sorry, can we work this out? Page of Pentacles here. Yeah, for sure. Fatty Love, you can drop your question. She's going to be my last one, Aisha, and I'm hopping out of here. So I can call my sister back. Oh, Aquarian. Are you still in here, love? You're most welcome. Thank you for hopping in. If you didn't already thumbs up the live stream, please do. Please do. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Aisha. Aquarian, are you here, love? Or did you hop out? See, I be trying to snatch y'all up while y'all in here. While y'all in here. Don't forget, if you have ideas for collective readings, DM me on Instagram, hashtag Aquarian Empress Tarot, or email me. I'm such an Aquarius. I'm sitting over here like rationalizing stuff in my head. That's a lot to unpack right there. Let me just say that. How long have you guys been dating? Fatty, how long have you guys been dating? And I want you to think about what energy you pick up from him. For a moment. Tell me what you feel intuitively from him. Three years. And in 3 years, has the topic of family and children and all of that come up? Spirit, what's the possible? So there needs to be improved communication between the two of you. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. Spirit, what's blocking this connection? There needs to be improved communication. Because that's why you're in your head and worrying about it and asking me. Because the communication is off. You're wanting something, but you don't even know where he stands. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. So the plot thickens. The plot thickens. That could be why he doesn't speak on it much. Because if he's still involved, with the karmic, that could definitely be a block. Yep, Spirit says self-love. Your feelings and needs matter too. Learn to love yourself as much as you love others. Worth. Is it really worth it? Sometimes you just need to let it go. Now may not be the time, is what I heard. Now may not be the time to discuss another child. With him. Specifically. Now may not be the time. Spirit, what's the advice? You know that saying, right person, wrong time? Mm-hmm. Because I feel like he's high-key stressed about trying to manage both situations. It's like he's doing a, can you juggle? He's doing a juggling act between you, a karmic, and a kid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Spirit says time for self-focus right now. This is your advice. Focus on you and focus on what you want. Manifest it, put it into action. You know the saying, faith without works is dead? If it's something that you really want, you know how to get it. You know how to get it. If it's something that you really want, don't ask him. Don't ask him. Work towards it. Spirit says trust. Trust that it's going to work out for you. Speak it into existence as though it's already done. Mm-hmm. Obstacles to overcome. Look at this. There's going to be some obstacles, Spirit said. And it's unlikely right now. Right now, it's unlikely. So right now may not be the time for it. Right now, it's unlikely that he's ready to have another one. Maybe, look, I got a time frame. Autumn. Maybe by September. Yeah. Maybe by late September, October this year. Autumn time in that season. He might be more ready to talk about it. But now, no. Now, no. Mm-mm. Spirit said also work on your health in the meantime. Work on your health. Make sure everything is well, right? Make sure, you're in good standing health-wise to carry another child, because it takes a toll on your body, right? That you're getting into the pattern. Yeah, right now is the time to be building up your immune system, because pregnant women are more susceptible to illness. COVID is still a thing. Make sure that you're healthy and you're well if that's what your plan is. You see what I'm saying? In preparation, right? Spirit says very soon. And then they're giving me Virgo season. Yes, they're giving me Virgo season. Spirit says take the steps to reach your goal. If you want it, it's yours. So all you have to do is put in the work. Trust in Spirit. Put in the work, because faith without works is dead, and move along. And then when you least expect it, bam. Bam. Keep doing what you're doing to produce the results that you want. You know what I mean? Work on what you want. Be consistent with what you want. Anything that you give your time and energy to, that's where energy flows. Energy goes where energy flows. So if you're putting your energy into procreating, that's more than likely going to happen for you. Yeah. Get busy. Get healthy, get busy, right? Take the proper supplements, eat better, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, because pregnancy drains you. It drains you. I'm going to keep women lifted up in prayer for those of you who are mothers or expecting mothers, because pregnancy is a lot. A monthly cycle is a lot. I can't imagine carrying a whole human. It's a lot. So definitely wishing you the best, wishing you well. You already know what to do. You already know what to do. Keep doing it. The blessing will come for you. But that's something to consider, because every time, I literally was just having this conversation with a woman earlier. Every time a woman decides to carry a man's seed full term, she is putting her life at risk. Consider that. That is a huge gift and responsibility. So consider that carefully. Like you said, the first one, there were complications. So you want to make sure that you're healthy, and that in case of an emergency, you have family members lined up, you have people there to support, that you're going to be okay, you're going to get through whatever could possibly happen. Because it's a real life situation, and it can be risky. So definitely sending you my love, though. Good health. I'm praying that you have good health, that you have a wonderful pregnancy, that it's peaceful, that you have a peaceful delivery, everything, the whole thing. Keep going. All right, y'all. So if I did miss anybody, I apologize. But I'm getting off here because it's 8:30 and I need to be in the bed. So thank you guys so much for hopping in. You're most welcome, love. If you did not subscribe, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your notifications, because YouTube plays games. Yes, YouTube, you do. And don't forget to thumbs up the video. And until tomorrow night, same time, same place, 7 o'clock.